Starting out at 45 kilos means dealing with specific daily humiliations. It's the dread of wearing short sleeves because your arms look like twigs, the watch that slides right off your wrist, and the frustration of swimming in your own shirts because nothing fits. Then there is the mental toll. Being called a matchstick or a wooden board eventually erodes your social confidence until you believe no program or person can actually help you put on mass. Much of the advice online only makes it worse. You're told to buy expensive mass gainers, force yourself to eat every 2 hours, or choke down 10 banana shakes a day, a culture of forced binge eating that usually fails. This creates a mental block for naturally thin guys. You assume that since you have no weight to lose, going to a gym and sweating out your precious calories will only make you smaller. This misunderstanding of what a gym actually does to the body is the primary trap that keeps people underweight. If you have zero body fat, your biological rules are different from someone trying to lose weight. You aren't trying to burn off excess energy, you are trying to build structure. Endless cardio is often detrimental to a skinny physique. When you hit the track, you're engaging in a pure calorie-burning expense with zero structural return for your effort. Since you don't have fat to lose, your objective is to command your body to generate muscle mass. That requires a biological trigger that a raised heart rate simply cannot provide. Mechanical tension is that trigger. Heavy resistance is the only signal strong enough to force a hyper-efficient metabolism to stop burning and start redirecting resources toward growth. Even the president of France carves out time for physical training, despite a world-class schedule. If he can find 45 minutes for his health, most of us can too. Gaining mass requires introducing highly specific, controlled physical trauma to the muscle fibers. That tight, swollen feeling you get during a workout is just blood rushing to the area. It's temporary and shouldn't be confused with actual growth. Lifting weights is an act of targeted destruction. As you push against resistance, your muscle fibers stretch until they develop microscopic tears along their surface. These tears act as biological SOS signals, triggering internal repair mechanisms to build back stronger. Standard bro split routines focus on one muscle once a week, but the repair signal from these micro tears fades significantly after about 48 to 72 hours. To keep the body in a constant state of growth, you must re-trigger that signal by training every major muscle group at least twice a week. The gym is solely a site for bodily destruction. You leave the building in a structural deficit that requires an immediate supply of building materials. Your body cannot patch those tears without raw materials. If you inflict mechanical damage without providing fuel, your frame will only shrink further. This starts with maintenance calories, the mathematical baseline of food required to keep your body exactly as it is without gaining or losing. Muscle synthesis strictly requires a small caloric surplus, about 200 to 300 calories slightly above that baseline. Ignore complex, expensive protein ratios at first. Consume whatever protein your budget allows and focus on your gut health to ensure your body is actually absorbing what you eat. This slight surplus provides the mortar the body uses to fill the cracks created during your training sessions. The actual biological enlargement of the muscle occurs when you are completely unconscious and inactive. During 6 to 7 hours of quality sleep, the body takes your caloric surplus and patches those micro tears. It builds them back thicker and stronger to handle future stress. The first week is exciting, but the results come from the unglamorous, repetitive cycle of training, eating, and sleeping for 6 straight months without quitting. Real weight gain comes from the relentless decision to break your own body down so you can force it to rebuild itself larger.